Welcome to the ONS podcast with your host, Linnea Jacobson.
Welcome back, you guys, to our ONS podcast. ONS stands for Office of Neighborhood Safety. I'm your host, Linnea Jacobson, and I am a member of the ONS team. This podcast was created for departments like us and community organizations to come on and talk about our services. All of our episodes are about connecting you to alternative public safety measures, programs, and your local growth and healing opportunities. Today, St. Paul, we are connecting with a place called Recovery Café St. Paul, talking about an issue that is no stranger to us and is a public health issue that weighs very heavy in certain areas throughout the city versus others. We are talking about substance abuse and how it not only impacts you if you are suffering from this disorder, but you are also a victim if you are a family member of someone struggling, a coworker, a neighbor, a business owner, and a passerby, just to name a few. The bottom line is if someone is struggling with substance abuse, it has an impact on everyone. And it's not just the problem of the person dealing with the disorder. One thing that I believe is when we're a community, when one hurts, we all hurt. Recovery Cafe is a space for our neighbors who are struggling with substance abuse, mental health, and homelessness. City of St. Paul, please help me welcome Tasha and Meg. Tasha is the executive director of Recovery Café Frogtown. Tasha, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see, I'm a mother of 5. I have 6 grandchildren. I grew up right next door to Recovery Café Frogtown, so it's ironic. It's like the world just brings you back to your roots.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was there in the early 80s. Lived on the east side for a majority of my life, and then we moved to Hugo and raised our children up there. But somehow God placed me right back in the heart of Frogtown.
Okay, yep, amen. Do you have kids?
I have 5 kids.
Okay.
6 grandkids.
Wow.
And our baby just got married last Friday.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah, so now we're empty nesters. So it's
wow.
weird. Like she literally moved out a week before, and it's like, now what do we do?
Wow.
It's a whole
How
whole
old
new
is
world.
she?
22.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
What color did you wear at the
I
wedding?
wore navy blue with some gold lacy stuff on top. It was
Okay.
beautiful.
Were
But
you
her
sitting in
dress was
front?
more beautiful.
Oh, was it? I bet it. Well, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
So she did navy blue and white or ivory or.
Her colors were a dark green.
Okay.
And so I don't know if it's traditional for the mom to wear a certain color, but I chose navy blue.
Kind of. But you can do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
Right. Nice to meet you. So I have some icebreaker questions really quick. Tulips or roses? You have to pick one.
Roses.
Okay. Double date or my partner is enough for me to handle on my own. I don't need them embarrassing me in front of other people.
Oh, goodness. That's kind of, that's a double-edged question because I really do enjoy spending time with him. Mm-hmm. But we've been together 30 years. So it's really entertaining to be out with other people and just to, laugh and learn. And
Yeah. Okay. Christmas tree, real or fake?
Oh, definitely real.
Okay.
Real.
Lights on the house or I don't want all those holes in my siding?
I would if I had somebody that could do it for me. Mm-hmm. But so in all honesty, I kept my Christmas tree up until May last year.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not even kidding, with the lights on it, everything. It was like, it brought me joy, like just to sit and relax at night and turn all the lights off and have those lights on. It really
I'm sure it is, what do I want to say? One of those things that kind of fools your mental. So it sets you in a happier mood or sets you in some sort of mood or something like that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Next to her, we have Meg, who is a recovery advocate. Hi, Meg.
Hi.
Welcome. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, my name is Meg, and I'm a person in long-term recovery.
Okay.
What that means to me is I am a free woman. I am now a mother to my children, and I am a grandmother. I can now vote. I have a life that is free of chemicals and alcohol. I have joy in my life.
Amen.
And I'm a accountable human being in our society today.
Congratulations. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So, Meg, questions for you. Lilacs or daisies?
Lilacs.
Okay. It's cold outside. Hand me my PJs, a warm blanket, and the remote. Or it's cold outside. Hand me my long johns, a sweater, my down jacket. I'm going out.
Oh, I'm wrapped up in a blanket.
On the couch?
Oh, absolutely.
What are you watching?
Oh, sports.
Okay. Hot chocolate or Coca-Cola?
Oh, hot chocolate.
All right. Okay. Tuna melt or patty melt?
Oh, probably a tuna melt.
Okay. I know. I love tuna melts. All right. Let's jump right into these questions. What is Recovery Café, Tasha?
So it's a safe and sober space for people in the community to come into, get resources, connect with others, really just to be known and loved, to be accepted. I mean, our world's so crazy right now, so we really need to have places and spaces that we can be in, be our authentic selves, and just enjoy life together.
And how did you guys get started?
It was back in, during COVID, which was a crazy time, but the church that we're renting space in was struggling, and my co-founder, she was struggling as well. And so we were looking for something. She actually was online looking at sober opportunities. And the Recovery Café network is based out of Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
And in her Google feed, this model came up, which is ironic because normally when you're searching for something, it's local. So it was weird that something out of Seattle came here. And so she looked it up, looked it over, and she really enjoyed it and thought, hey, let's bring something here and we can help the church out. The church can help us out and we can build together. And so so she proposed it to me, as her and I have been friends since kindergarten, and I had lived in the house next door. She lived around the corner. We both went to kindergarten to third grade together at Jackson Elementary.
Oh my goodness.
So long time ago. But yeah, so we approached the church. We got voted in to start the program. We started it on Zoom because it was during COVID.
Okay.
So that spring we did what's called a peer recovery circle. And that is literally the foundation of our program, is that circle. We meet, it's the same people that meet once a week. They talk about their challenges, they talk about their successes, and then they set intentional goals for the following week. So that way when we come back to meet, we can hold each other accountable. We can check in with each other where you're struggling at. We can celebrate each other and all of our successes and just walk alongside each other. And being that it's the same group of people, you're building relationships, you're building trust, you're building a foundation, you're building a family unit. So that's the pure joy of our model.
Okay. And I know you covered this a little bit, but what problematic need are you addressing in our Frogtown area?
So we have addiction, we have mental health challenges, we have grief, we have food eating disorders, we have homelessness. We're addressing a little bit of everything.
That's awesome, and that's amazing. Where did your passion for this work come from?
Well, growing up, we didn't have a stable life. As our family moved, I counted one time, and it was 13 times from the time that I could remember until the time I graduated high school. And so I really feel, and I've been there. I've struggled with addiction. I've struggled with homelessness. I struggled with not having food on the table, and not having a parent there. So I can empathize with people that are going through it. They're going through it. And so if I can make a difference in the world and help somebody out of that situation, I'm going to.
Meg, as an advocate, you could have, once you found freedom and sobriety, you could have just said, okay, now I'm going to go on with my life and not look back. What made you want to stay and advocate for people who need this help?
I'm passionate about people.
Yeah.
And I wish somebody would have been there for me when I was struggling. It took me a long time to get my life together. And I just feel like if I can walk along beside somebody and help them to get where they want to get, help them to even figure out where they want to get, what is it you want out of life? What is it you want out of today? That's what I'm there for.
That is so, I literally, feel your genuine energy. I have goosebumps just listening to you talk and say those things. Thank you for that. And thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing your story. Tasha, can you tell our audience why this is a pivotal piece in building a healthier St. Paul, your work that you guys are doing?
There's so many people struggling out there right now, and they don't have places to go. They don't have people to be around that are teaching them healthy ways of living. Mm-hmm. I kind of call it for the people that are coming out of the treatment centers, the what next effect. Because they go into the treatment centers, they do their 30-day, 60, 90-day stint, they learn all these tools, and then they get dropped back out onto the street, and they go back to the same things they came from. So we're the what's next. We're the connection that brings you from that piece and move you towards living healthier, finding housing stabilization, finding food security, finding a job, just the basic things that you need to be a successful adult.
And Meg, what do you think that is this pivotal piece of building a healthier St. Paul?
Well, I've, in my experience, had so many people come in that have a background like I do. I'm a felon. I have a lot of people that come in that are felons, really struggling with trying to find housing, trying to find a job. And I have been blessed with the opportunity to find some jobs that are felon-friendly. And that's, I feel, a huge part of what we're doing there. Also, the homelessness. I, too, have experienced homelessness. I'm going to say, honestly, not to the level of a lot of the people that I see every day. Mm-hmm. It's really impacted my life. These people that are really struggling, and they need help. And whatever I can do to help them find safety, to find a warm place to live, instead of couch surfing or staying in a storage room, staying in a tent when it's 30 below. We're there to help.
And just a hug.
Yeah.
How many people have walked through our doors and we just give them a hug? Mm-hmm. And you can feel it. Mm-hmm. You feel them melt in your arms because that's all they needed.
Yeah. Hugs are the equivalent to hope, right? Because when someone hugs you, especially during a certain time where you really, really need it, you feel like, okay, things are going to get better. Things have to get better. Things can be better. There is good people. There is good in the world, and there are good people, right? So a hug for me always feels like hope. You know what I mean? What are some of the programming and support services you offer at Recovery Café, Tasha?
So we're open Mondays and Wednesdays to the public from 11 to 7. So they can come into the community space. They can grab a cup of coffee. We always have some kind of a snack. We're about feeding your mind, body, and soul. And so we start our day out with coffee and community, and then we have different activities throughout the day. Mondays, we have Bible study. We have arts and crafts. We have an art therapist that comes in every other Monday and helps walk you through different things like trauma via the form of art with drawing and painting and sketching. We have a latte hour where we allow our members to learn how to be a barista. And so they come in and we teach them the way, and then they get to serve the coffee so they can put that on a resume and take that out and go look for a job. We've got Grief Share, and that walks people through the different stages of grief. It's a 13-week workshop, and we have a video, we have a workbook that we go through, we do video discussion. So we have member-led activities where our members can come in and they can showcase their skills and talents, and they choose what they want to do. So we've had people come in and teach how to crochet. We've had people come in and teach how to make egg rolls. We've had people come in and just DJ music. So it's their moment to shine. Wednesdays, we've got Steps to Wellness, and so we carpool and we go to a local park. Yesterday, we went to Lilydale and we did a hike, and it was amazing. We serve free lunch each day. We have music therapy, and then we have a men's basketball that meets a group of guys that meet on Wednesday nights from 5 to 7, and they shoot hoops together. So it's just a place to have all kinds of fun. And
Right. Something to fill the hearts, the bellies, the mind with other things that help assist in recovery, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All kinds of stuff to be involved in. Meg, what are some of the things you walk away with after a hard day of serving others and mentoring others?
Wow. I would say that I walk away with gratitude. Gratitude is big for me. If I can remember to be grateful, everything's okay with the world.
Yeah. What about you, Tasha? What are some of the things you walk away with in a day?
absolutely the same thing.
Same thing.
Thankful. Yep. And just the warmth and the connection with our own members, because we're there with them all day. And so we learn from each other. We grow with each other. We share moments with each other. It's a fulfilling job.
So you guys have been doing this for a while. What are like some of your successors that you've had? Like, even if it's just someone that you've known for so many years that just keeps coming back. Like, what are some of your successors? And you can take some time to think about that, because I didn't have this question on the list. That was just I want to know.
I got one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I worked with a young woman that had already had 4 of her children taken away by CPS. And she came up pregnant again. And she was terrified that they would take her baby. And I was able to help her, guide her, and because her goal was to keep that baby. And so we worked first on her recovery. And she was able to stay alcohol and drug-free her entire pregnancy. She was able to go into the hospital and have that baby and go home with that baby. That we worked with CPS religiously throughout that time period. And she had to prove that she was not with an abusive husband. She was in a shelter for battered women for part of her pregnancy. And she just kept pushing. She just kept pushing. And I just can't express the joy that I felt when I got to hold that little girl.
Oh, wow.
And then give it back to her.
Yeah, and give it back to her.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Have you thought about
Yeah. So we had a particular member that way back in 2020 when we first opened, she came in and she had been in a domestic violence relationship. She was really standoffish. She didn't want to share much. You could tell she was very timid and just very shy, but she kept coming around. Something connected with her there. And so she did that for a good 6 months. And then slowly she started to come in more and more. And then she joined a peer circle and she started connecting with others. And now she is a robust member of our community, and she is active and she's a go-getter, and she talks to everybody and makes everybody feel welcomed and loved.
Amen. I love it. I love it. So when I first heard of you guys, it was at a community meeting at the Rondo Library, because in that particular area, University and Dale Quarter, we have a large population of people who are struggling with substance abuse and mental health. And one of the things that I know, someone from your team mentioned that not a lot of people know about Recovery Café. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have them on the podcast then, because this is all about like community outreach, right? And so I'm really glad that you came on because of where you're located and because of the major issue that we're having in that area that we're not giving up on. What are your goals for doing this work for the city of St. Paul?
So right now we're focusing on outreach.
Okay.
We did an event last month called Purses with Purpose.
Okay.
So we got a bunch of donations of purses and bags, and we loaded them up with toiletries and socks and underwear and just all kinds of stuff. And then we went out into the community and we passed out these purses. Mm-hmm. And, you know, for somebody that doesn't have anything, to be able to get a purse full of just joy and love, and, you know, things that are just simple to the rest of us, you know, a bar of soap and some shampoo. I mean, and then the resources, like we had other resources from other community organizations in there. So we were able to show the community, hey, we're here for you. Just come on out, come in. And off of that, we had a couple people come in and connect it with us. So we plan on doing more of those kinds of things in the community.
Thank you for that. I had some personal thoughts going. I want to, like, the next time you do your purse shindig, I want to, like, donate some stuff for that. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really big on lip gloss, and I think that everybody deserves lip gloss.
Yes.
It might seem kind of cliche, but I would love to make people feel beautiful. So St. Paul citizens are out here working really hard to rehabilitate, intervene, and rebuild safer neighborhoods. Again, this podcast is about being able to connect with you on alternative public safety matters programs and your local growth and healing opportunities. If you'd like to learn more about Recovery Café and how you can volunteer or donate, please visit recoverycafefrogtown.org. That is Recovery Café Frogtown, all one word, .org. And for more information about the Office of Neighborhood Safety or joining the NSCC, please check us out at stpaul.gov/ONS. And before we exit and my producer turns this off, I just want to say that this may be our last episode of the podcast, and I just want to thank Anton Butler for supporting me and being the guy and actually the idea behind this so that we could do these community conversations. He is very silent. He never speaks, even though I look at him and talk to him sometimes. He does not. He'll nod his head, but that's about all I get. I just want to thank you so much. That's it.